Hello, hello. Good morning or afternoon, lunchtime, whatever it is for you. I never quite know anymore, which is an awesome thing because then that means I got friends all over the place, right? So I never know what time it is for them. But I hope that everyone had an awesome weekend. And we had our new moon in Aries. Hello, my friend, Heather. So this new moon was a big one. And for me, I'm an Aries moon, so I am like all about this moon. I feel like I have so many things I want to do right now, but I need to focus. Right? It's very hard to focus sometimes. So this Aries moon chick is having lots of trouble focusing, which I think will happen over the next few days, but we will get through it. And that's what focus apps are for, right? So this one is a very fiery energy. It's a great time to start new things, and really just, go for it, right? So that is, part of the energy that I just love about Aries. And it's also the first new moon of the, oh, really? Oh, that's, do we really? So it's, my rising sign is a Sagittarius. So we're basically twins. Oh, my ring's getting caught in my thing. So, but another thing that's really interesting too is that when the new moon was about like 10:23 or so last night, Venus also lined up with the new moon. So that is all about like love, connection, and it doesn't necessarily need to be like, like a romantic love. That could be a friend love. That could be just a partnership, that connection part. So this is such a good new moon too for partnerships and starting new friendships, all that kind of stuff too. And the other part of that is Venus will actually be kind of in opposition, butting heads with Pluto, and right at the same time. So this was all kind of happening last night too. So that actually speaks to goddess energy. And right now that is just all of the goddesses out there. They want to be heard, and they have things to say, and they are going to make sure you hear it. So that's something that's going to carry on for the rest of the year too. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out as well. And, I'm gonna jump right on board with that. So before I start doing my readings for the week, so what I do, for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Jen. I own Stardust Wanderer Tarot. You can go visit my Instagram page over there and just see what I have going on. Always something. And also, actually, I am creating a deck with Seven Stones Publishing, who owns the Cartomancer magazine, and I just shared my Fool card. So the first card from my deck I just shared. So if you go over to Stardust Wanderer Tarot, you will see what that is. So I'm really excited about it. We have, I think we're probably around 20-ish cards or so. I know I just got some new sketches. So it's trudging right along. Carol Phillips is my artist, and she's doing an awesome job. And yeah, and also too, if you go into my bio, you can sign up for the Kickstarter alert. So get on there so you know when it comes out, because it's going to be awesome. Yay! It's been actually a very long labor of love. When you create a deck, it takes 3 or 4 years to create a deck, actually. So, when you can finally start talking about it a little bit, it's already been 2 years have already gone by. And then you can actually start talking about it, which is really crazy. So, so yeah, there's that. But also too, I was reading, and there's this Dr. Glennis Livingstone. Yeah, it takes forever. And she corresponded the goddesses with your rising sign. And with Venus in opposition with Pluto right now and all that, this is a great time to honor a goddess, learn about a goddess, that sort of thing. So I did make a full post of this over on my Instagram page, but real quick, I just wanted to go through them because I just thought this was really cool. And, if it's a goddess you don't know about, this is the perfect time to learn about them, right? So Aries was Athena, Taurus was Hathor, Gemini was Saraswati, which I can never say that right. Cancer was Selena, Leo, Medusa. So Medusa is one of my favorites, so yay, Leo. Virgo is Ceres. Libra is Lakshmi or Aphrodite, so interesting there. Scorpio is Durga or Kali. Sagittarius is Fortuna. Capricorn is Juno or Hecate. Aquarius is Isis, and Pisces is Kuan Yin. So if you want to go ahead and double check that, you can head over to my Instagram, and it's on my post with the candles. I did a candle spell. I do a new moon candle spell every month. And so it's on that picture too, if you want to check it out. So let me get a drink first. All right. My allergies are like kicking in. I'm very happy for spring. I'm very happy for warm weather, but I sure feel it. Anywho, so what I've been doing for the last couple weeks is pulling a tarot card for each sign of the zodiac, and then also an oracle card. And I kind of started doing this too because I use oracle cards mostly for like with my tarot readings and stuff like that, or if I'm just pulling to make, and I use it for altars a lot actually too. So I like to just kind of bring this in, and I like to kind of use decks that are a little bit different from each other too, just to see how that energy connects. So it's something that is a lot of fun to try. So I've been just going with it. So the deck I'm going to use today is Tattoo Tarot. Ooh. I am very excited, I have to say, because it's a little overcast here, so I have like really good lighting, and that always makes me very excited. So we have this Tattoo Tarot, and then I grabbed the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. So we're going to give that one a go too and see. And I like to keep the Oracle deck books handy because it's always a little different. All right, so let's get this party started, shall we? A little shuffle, and we'll start at the top. So Aries for you. And you know, a lot of times I like to do these too, because do it with the zodiac signs, because you can take your sun, your moon, your rising sign, and really come up with like a detailed reading for the week. So that's something that you can try as well. And you can always catch the replay and go in there and all that good stuff. So, all right, Aries, what do we got for you? Let's see. So we have the King of Swords. So you know what? You know, harness your no-nonsense energy and say what you mean. Put that into action. What can you do to start things? What can you do to put people in line that maybe are not helping you out or really kind of getting in the way? So that's something to think about. That's something for you to, you know, be that commander. Use that commanding energy that you have and put it to good use. See what you could do. You may have to reorganize something. Maybe there's an area or life, maybe it's a business or family, where it's time for you to stand up and be like, all right, guys, things aren't working out. This is how it's going to go now, and that's it. So, Aries, you do it. You do your thing. Hey, Becky B. All right, so let's pull an oracle card for that. All right, so we have gotten Seeing the True You. So I really like that too, because I feel like that's with this card. It's just like, yeah, you have that energy. You can organize people. You can get them to do what you need them to do. So own it, you know, see that's how you are and that's who you really are, and use that to your benefit, you know, and don't be afraid to. So that's what I have for you, Aries. And that brings us to, let's see. Oh, that's awesome. Good. And also to you guys, I can always pull a card for you. So if you want to put a question down there or anything, I can do that as well. These cards are like, okay, they're like angled. They like kind of, I don't know why they're like that. Make it hard to shuffle. My little hands can't handle it. All right, Taurus, what do we got for you, Taurus? So we have the 8 of Cups. So you have lots of options this week. You have, you know, it's also, I feel like you're coming to the end of something emotionally, and kind of like this, your cups are full right now and everything is going pretty well. So you need to decide from this week forward, what you're going to keep and what you're going to leave behind. And you know that if you need help, if you need, you know, you can always reach out to people too if you're struggling with something or feel, you know, need that extra, you know, a different opinion or whatever. So, you know, I think this week that's what you need to think about is, yeah, things are great, but how can I make them better? And use that new moon energy. How can I move it forward? What can I add to it? How can I make it better? How can I light a fire under it and get it really going, right? So that is some Taurus energy there, I think. And I think too, especially sometimes it's hard when, you know, for Taurus to really get that going, get things going, because they love their routine. They love just hanging out, and they, even sometimes when the routine isn't the greatest, it's familiar, so they like it. And I think this week it's time for you to, like, yeah, appreciate that, but now see what you can move around. All right, let's see what card we got for you, Oracle. What is already with you? So that's a pretty card. So yeah, I think that really has to do, that works into it too, you know, like what parts of the situation, what parts of you are you going to expand on and keep? So we'll do that. All right, let's move on. And I just got an alert that says it's National Grilled Cheese Day. In case anyone needed to know that. I didn't know that. And that alert on my phone, whoops, Apple decided I needed to know that. All right, next we have Gemini. So Geminis, what do we have for you? The Empress. So I feel like this week, Gemini, you need to, you know, really harness, you know, you're the thinker, you're the talker, you could figure things out like super quick, right, Gemini? So this week, somebody needs that help from you. So be that guide to them. You know, extend that nurturing energy in the way of helping them figure something out. So if somebody comes to you for that this week, that's what it's for. That's what you need to do. Be the Empress and really help them out, and being understanding about it. And, you know, I feel like they need to talk it out. And Gemini is the best person for that. That's for sure. All right. So what do we got for you here? What do you feel? So there you go. Just what are you feeling? And I think for this one relating to the Empress is just recognizing you may feel a little different about the situation this person is coming to you with, but that's okay. You know, you don't always have to agree. So you just give your best advice and then let them do it with it what they will please. I couldn't get that out. Excuse me. I had the worst tickle in my throat. Okay, Cancer, what we got for you? See, now I'm hungry that we're talking about grilled cheese. Jeez. I'm trying to behave. I don't need a grilled cheese. I just need yogurt, right? That's it. And then I'm so full. That's what I'm pretending to tell myself. All right, Cancer. Oh, we got that King of Swords energy again. So for Cancers this week, I feel that, you know, it's time for you to stand up to yourself. It's time for you to really step into your own. And you may be worried about what other people are thinking, and you may be in a situation where everybody disagrees with you, but that's okay. You know, again, it's okay. So just, you know, say what you mean what you say, and own it. All right, Cancer, don't get lost in the emotion of it, you know. Try to just keep it really straightforward. Think of those swords, like just cutting through it. Cut through the BS and just go for it, right? So the oracle card we have here is every journey starts with a single step. So there you go, Cancer. Step into your King of Swords power and cut through all the BS and get to where you need to be and make sure you are heard. You know, that's your focus this week. Make sure you are heard. So that brings us to Leo. And I'm still jealous that Leo's goddess of for this month is Medusa. I want to see when it's for Libra or even Aries or even Sagittarius, because there's three of them, right? One of my signs. I love Medusa. I actually love Medusa and Persephone just because, like, I could do a whole talk on them. Just the alternate stories, not the ones that you hear in, you know, the basic stories, you know. I like the more empowering ones. Oh, I don't know why this deck is so crooked. All right, so we have, where are we at? We're at Leo. Leo, High Priestess. So this week, you're going to be in charge of something. You're going to be the one that needs to lead people, and that may be at home. You may need to like be like, all right, everybody, this is how we need to change things. This is how it's going to be. Or you are going to also, it could even be that I feel like for some reason it just popped in my head that like a new training, a new situation's coming up that you are going to have to really use what you know. Like you're going to really have to dig deep and get into the brain there and, you know, pull out all the information you have because you do know a lot. And I feel that maybe you're not even using it as much as you should. So I think it's about trusting your intuition and really going with it and, you know, not second guessing it. Just go with it. Whatever that first thing is, go with it. That's what I'm saying. All right, Leo. So let's see our oracle card we have here. Bring it into form. All right, so there we go. Own it. Bring that intuition into the front. Bring it right there. Trust it. That's what you need to go with. And, you know, sometimes when people are, you know, intuition's like a muscle. You got to keep practicing it, right? So a lot of people, you know, they do it a couple times and be like, oh, it didn't work. I'm not going to do that anymore. No, keep doing it. And I feel like that's what you need to do is really trust in that this week, Leos. All right. So that brings us to Virgo. All right, Virgo, what do we got for you? All right. I feel like we need a good shuffle. So, 6 of Coins. So, I feel that this week for you, Virgos, you love to organize. We know that you love to organize. But I feel like you're going to have to organize a situation because you have to make a decision. You have to decide what your message is. You have to decide how you want to be presented and how you want this situation to play out for you, and really and own it and really look at all sides of it and not just how you want it to play. I mean, you want to see how, you know, you want to always envision how you want it to play out, but I feel like with this, you have to kind of look at all angles and maybe even think outside the box a little bit and see what it's going to bring for you and what this decision will say for you for the rest of the month too. So I feel like a lot of this new moon energy is really jumping in with these cards this week. So let's see what we get. Dream a beautiful dream. Oh, that's cool. So that is, you know, I really think that kind of goes along with this too, you know. What do you want? How do you want it to look? And you need to organize it so that it makes sense to you. And if you organize it and it doesn't make sense to you, then it's probably not like the best decision ever. So, hello. Waving away. Hey, I just got an alert on my phone. And it told me it's National Grilled Cheese Day. And I'm somewhat overly excited about this. Just sharing. I just need to share that. All right, so where do we leave off here? Oh, Libra. All right, Libra. Now remember, Libra's goddess this month was Lakshmi or Aphrodite. So if you haven't dove into those, it is a great time to do that and learn about it and learn something new. So we have the Knight of Swords. So Libra, you know, this, you know, I think this is all about connecting with other people, reaching out, and, you know, if you have new ideas and new thought, who can you talk to about them? Maybe there's some people that you don't work with so much that you think would really benefit from this. Reach out to them. You know, knights are a moving energy. Swords are thoughts, ideas, and stuff like that. So that falls right into that moving energy. And you know what? It's time for you to reach out to these people. It's time for you to share your ideas and get them out there so people, you know, see them. And then maybe, who knows what could come out of it, right? And again, we're a new moon energy and I'm all about it. And it's my favorite new moon because I'm an Aries moon. So there's that. All right. I know, right? Who knew? Yay! I love that, Heather. I feel like that we're just, oh, we could just keep going. Keep going, right? All right. So the oracle card I'm going to pull with that for Libra is Releasing Allegiances. So what an interesting card that is. I'm trying to see what's on here. Okay. Oh, they're flies. Are they flies? Yeah, they're like flies or bees. I can't really tell. But so that with this Knight card, I kind of like that, you know. It's really a different take on it here because, you know, I'm telling you to reach out to people with your ideas, but also in that releasing maybe some ties that you had that aren't really going anywhere, that these people are not supportive or helping you out. So maybe by releasing some of, you know, these people, or, you know, not, you don't have to like release them into the wild or anything. That's what I think of. But maybe just, you know, backing away from them a little bit and then just moving on and seeing, you know, what other people think of your ideas, right? Like some new people, some fresh faces. We're all about that, right? So that was a good mix. I liked that mix. So let's see what we got. We're moving on here to Scorpio. All right. And so Scorpio was Durga and Kali, which very fiery energy there. I do work with Kali, and I have a Kali oracle deck that's really cool. I like it a lot. And I use, like I said, I use oracle cards mostly for altars and stuff like that. But that's why I like to pull them into doing them with the zodiac readings. So I think it's just an interesting way to do it. And then I use more oracle cards, and then maybe it gives me an excuse to buy more. But no, really, it's for you. It's not for me. Promise. Okay. So let's move on. We are, oh, Scorpio. So we have 8 of Wands. Look at that card. It's pretty intense. So, you know, I feel like for you, 8 of Wands, or no, Scorpio, that with this 8 of Wands, something's holding you back this week. There's something that you need to deal with. I think that you're so close to moving forward and you're so ready to like take that next step, but there's something holding you back. And you need to really think about what actions you can take to kind of like think about, even just like with this picture, right? Like, what can you do to kind of move these wands away? And they're not going to be wished away. They're not going to be willed away. You need to take action steps because wands is all about action. Wands a fiery energy. So what actions can you do to move these wands out of the way so that you can move forward in whatever you're planning? So let's see what oracle card we got. All right, let's see. We have, oh, look at that. Sacred Fool. Oh, I like that card. Sorry, I have a little glare. Oh, that's a cool card. So yeah, that's really cool because I feel like by taking that action and moving stuff out of the way, you can like be the fool in tarot, you know, like with the Fool's Journey, and just go ahead and take that first step. And, you know, then you won't worry about everything else going on around you. So I really like that. That was a good one to pull with that card. So there. All right, so next we have Sagittarius. So Sagittarius was Fortuna. So that one, that's a really cool story too. You should definitely look into that one. I love anything gods and goddesses and all that. So there's a ton of gods and goddesses in my deck as well. So if you want to see my Fool card that I just shared, you can go head over to Stardust Wanderer Tarot IG, and I did share it over there. And that Fool, my Fool's name is Mina. She has a name. And she has a really cool story. So you will have a lot of fun with that. All right, so next we have, what do we have? Scorpio, Capricorn. So now I got the Nine of Wands for you, Capricorn. All right, so lots of action, lots of moving. And I feel like for you, Capricorn, which was Juno and Hecate, again, it's that moving energy, but I feel like you're closer to that. You're closer to the end result that you're looking for. And now it's really time for you to hop on the action and really start taking action to get to your goal that maybe has been put off a little while, or maybe that has been kind of set to the side that you haven't really thought about or talked about. But now I want you to like harness this Aries energy, this Aries new moon, hop on there and get going. Like for me, like I always have little things, even in cards like these are called like pip decks because they just show the like the wands or the cups and whatever. It doesn't have like an actual picture. So little things always pop out at me when I'm doing readings and stuff. So for me, the thing that really popped out was this arrow that's hiding behind there. Like, you know, shoot straight, aim true. I know it's a saying for something. That's what I just decided that I needed to say. So that's what you need to do, you know? Really just do it. Go for it. I feel like that's what everybody's like. All this energy is like, go, move it. Which isn't, it's not bad at all. All right, so what card we got here? So Shock of the New. Interesting. Well, that's kind of a cool card. What are those instruments? Yeah, they're like instruments. Whoop, sorry. I like threw it at you. So that's really cool. So I feel like that, you know, you're just shooting straight. You're getting to your goal and to just to like live in the new, you know, and like the shock of the new and something being new and just all the energy that comes with that. Like, I feel like that you need to just be mindful of it and recognize it and kind of sit with it. Because that's good and you need that. And that's like, that can be so revitalizing and just kind of refreshing. And I feel like that's what you're ready for, Capricorn. Capricorn. So next, moving on. So we have Aquarius next. And Aquarius, the goddess was Isis, which, you know, she is a pretty badass goddess. All right. I'm going to shuffle these guys. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords for you. All right. So Aquarius, you know, it's time. It's time for you to get moving. What new ideas, what thoughts do you have that are ready to flourish and to start? Or maybe there's other people giving you an idea that you can really build on and take somewhere. So is that something that maybe you should be working with somebody new, or, you know, maybe it's an idea that for self-care too, you know, what self-care act can you take? What can you start? Maybe even that could be thinking more positively about yourself, and being mindful of that and paying attention to that positivity and just changing that mindset. So I think that is really what's speaking to you there, Aquarius. Sure. Okay, Becky, let me pull a card. Let me just do Aquarius's card and then we will pull for you. All right. So After the Storm. All right. So that's really interesting too. Like, I think that, you know, maybe this may resonate with somebody if they've been going through a lot of stuff and now it's time to start over again. It's time to, you know, rebuild, or something new happened. So it's time for you to really get the ideas that you need to move forward with something new. I feel like that's what. Everybody's, I feel like there's so much of this like beginning energy here. I love it. I love it. All right. All right, Becky, what do we got for you? What advice or what should I know to help me be strong this week? Okay. How about we shuffle? All right, so Becky, what do we got for you? So I think with this, we're going to do more of like, what should be your focus on this week that will enhance like your strength, that will bring out your inner strength? How about that? I like that. So the sun. Oh, that's such a good card, Becky. So I think hope. That is your strength right now, is hope. And being hopeful and kind of following that hopefulness, right? And using that as your goal and using that as like your end and where you want to be. The sun is that's what it is. It's the end. It's where you want to be. Keep your eye on the prize. And I think that's your strength, is you have great manifesting power to really focus on that and keep that focus. So I would just say focus on the best week you ever had. Like, how do you want that to look? Even if you sat and wrote that down, like what would be my ideal week ever, right? So take a minute and write how you want that to look and keep that somewhere so you can remind yourself of it. And I think that's what is, you know, the energy you need to pull on. So I'm going to pull an oracle card for that. Let's see what we got here. It's defend to the end the worthwhile. So that's kind of interesting too. So with the sun, I kind of like that because it's like, what is worthwhile to you, right? Like what, no matter what to the core value of things, what is the best thing that you want? What is the main thing that you want? And I feel like the sun is kind of shining a light on that this week. And that's what your main focus needs to be. And that's where you're going to get your strength and really to help you change your mindset and just help everything flow a lot better. So that's what I got for you, Becky. Hello, hello. I love this. I'm getting Lori in all the forms. It's fantastic. All right, so we are last but not least to Pisces. All right. All right, Pisces, what do we got for you? I have to like side shuffle these cards because I don't know why they like bent a little bit. It's kind of weird. And I can't shuffle them or they go everywhere. And then we just see me running around picking up cards. All right. Let's see. Okay, Heather. You're welcome, Becky. Sorry. What energy should I lead with? The kids and I are gearing up for a more structured routine. All right, let's do that before we hit Pisces. No, not yet. Pisces is I almost got to her, not quite yet. But we'll do your card first. All right, so sure thing, Lori. All right, so again, this King of Swords. All right, this dude showed up 3 times today. I feel like he's got a message for everyone. So Heather, you need to harness that King of Swords energy. You are the one in charge, and I feel like you need to lay down the law and you need to stick to it. Yeah. Like, you know, and I also think too with this is you need, you know, really like getting the kids to understand why this is important and why you have to do this and how this will benefit them. And I feel like kind of explaining it to them in that way will also help them to know that you're not just, you know, just like making all these rules and being mean mom when all they want to be doing is running around outside, right? Because they're boys and that's what boys do. So I think that's what we got for you. All right. Actually, I'll pull an oracle card for you too because, well, lies. I need to shuffle that. Yes. This could be very true. Yeah. And I think it's just being the, you know, just being the authority in it and knowing that it might take time, you know, structure, you know, in the minute, you know, anytime you start putting boundaries up or creating some sort of structure, there's always someone, you know, crying about it. But I think it's just stick to your guns. That's really what popped up for me. So let me pull an oracle card for you. Conscious connections. All right. Ooh, lots of, see, field trips are always good. So conscious connections. So I think, again, you know, no naked women for the kids, but, I think that's really just connecting with them and trying to really establish these new boundaries. Oh, all right. Side note, there's 2 cardinals right out my window, a male and a female. No, I don't have ADD, I promise. But they are just sitting like right outside my window, 2 cardinals. So I think it's just connecting with them on that level. Like, yeah, like you could be more right. No, I have teenage boys. Okay. It's not motivating. It's just distracting. And then nothing gets done, I promise. So yeah, so I think that's where we're at, is just finding what's going to connect with them. Okay. So let me scroll. Can I scroll back? Will it let me do that? Oh, it does. Okay. All right, Lori, you're up next. For an opportunity is coming up. Oh, I always love when you're up to something. You're always up to so much fun stuff. All right, Lori, let's see. Let's see about this opportunity we got for you. Let me see if our cardinal friends are still outside. That was cool. All right. So, interesting. So we got 2 of Swords. So with the 2 of Swords, I think this is, in an opportunity standpoint, you know, I feel like a decision needs to be made. Like, let me fix my, there we go. Yes, I know, that's cool, right? I feel like that a decision needs to be made, and I feel that, really trying to keep it practical and not get too lost in your head with it, like with overthinking and type, you know, stuff like that. Like for me, I like to write things out. Like I'm such a pen and paper person. Like I almost feel like it's one of those situations, like writing down the pros and cons of this opportunity and how they're going to look for you. And that, I feel that will make your decision. And I do feel like not sitting on it for too long, like decide and go for it. So that's what I got for you, Lori. Yes, yes. Yeah, cardinal. You don't really see female ones too often. I will see the male ones. I mean, they're easy to spot, but I thought that was pretty neat. So yeah, so that's what I got for you, Lori. Let's pull an oracle card too. Why not? I have to shuffle them though. All right. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Oh, I think that's interesting. So I think as far as with the, in a business sense, I feel like this is almost kind of like not getting too into the feels with it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's really what it is. I think it's just saying that you need to really just keep that business hat on when you're making this decision about this opportunity, and really just go with your gut on it. So yeah, there's that. Let's see where we at now. Now we will get to Pisces. All right, Pisces. I'm sorry if you've been waiting. It's all right. All good. And this one was Kuan Yin for the goddess for the month. So I have the Queen of Cups. So for you, Pisces, you know, I think it's just this week is about being empathetic, about really considering others' emotions and not getting lost in your own, and really trying to be mindful of that and paying attention to that, and pay attention to others and how their emotions are affecting you, and how you can really work on trying to not let that happen to a point where it like ruins your whole day and it's just you're absorbing too much. So I also think too, maybe doing some grounding this week would be a really great idea for you too, Pisces. You know, I think anyway, you know, grounding is always good for anyone and everyone. Keep getting to shuffle these. All right. So for you I got going beyond normal. So I think with this card tied in with the Queen of Cups, I would say go, you know, when you're going through your day and you're going through this week and these emotions are coming up, other people's emotions are coming up, I'd like you to try to go at it in a different way and do it, you know, deal with it in a way that you don't normally do and see how that works for you, because that may be time for you to kind of change that up if things are, you know, if being around others with heavy emotions is too much for you. I think that's probably something to work on and be mindful of, and really see if you can try to kind of harness that energy and make it work for you. So that's what I have for us this week. And let's see. If anyone else wants a card before we finish up, let me know. But I will be back here next week at 9 Pacific, 12 noon. And also, if you want to go ahead and head over to my page, Stardust Wanderer Tarot, you can sign up for my Kickstarter alert. You can check out the Fool card and see what it's all about. And I would really love for you to come over and say hello and all of that good stuff. So yeah, is anybody else with good? Anybody else want a card before I go? Let's see. Nope, good. All right. Well, I will talk to you all soon. I hope you have a fantastic week ahead and have a great day. All right. Bye, guys.